Good morning, guys. It's Monday, April the 13th. We've got another week ahead of us, ready to start it off. I hope everybody had a great Easter weekend and enjoyed spending time, with your families or friends or loved ones or whoever it was that you're able to quarantine with and kind of hang out with there. I know we had a great weekend, so I hope that you guys did too. And today I want to talk a little bit about self-talk or self-image. And I think something that a lot of people struggle with in general is kind of beating yourself up. Second guessing yourself all the time, talking bad about yourself, and it kind of amazes me a lot because most of us wouldn't just walk up to somebody and lash out at them and say bad stuff about them and stuff like that and kind of tear them down, but yet we do it to ourselves regularly. Negative self-talk is something that I struggle with. I have a lot of doubt and very little confidence in myself in some things, and I have to check that and pull myself back and things of that nature. And I want to share a verse that I was looking at this morning out of Proverbs chapter 15, verse 4. It says, "A soothing tongue is a tree of life, but perversion in it crushes the spirit." And it's just a little short and sweet one there, and that kind of makes me reflect on self-talk and how I'm speaking about myself and things of that nature. And what's important to remember is whenever we're sitting there bashing on ourselves and things like that, and we're looking at ourselves in a negative light, we have to remember we got to look at ourselves the way that God looks at us. If we can switch that thinking up and look at ourselves the way that God sees us, as a new creation, as something worthy, as something needed, as something wanted. It's crazy because I think about the fact that the same God that created this whole universe and created everything around me wants a personal relationship with me. He doesn't want to overlook me. He's not lumping me into a masses. He wants one-on-one love with me. He wants to show me about him the way that he knows about me. God knows us through and through, and he knows everything about us, and he knows how he thinks it, and he knows what we're going to be doing before we even do it. And he wants us to know him intimately. To have that loving relationship of full reliance and just that constant need. So if God can look at me enough to where Christ will even give his life for me to save me, then how come I can't look at myself like that? Well, that's the enemy kind of creeping in there and trying to distract me and trying to get me off course and trying to, throw me into depression and trying to get me to not take that next step in God's plan and get where he's put me on this earth to be. And it's all distractions. So what I've got to constantly do is remind myself, I am loved, I am redeemed, I am wanted, I am saved, all of these good things, and just pump that into me, because when we get on that negative train, then that's going to throw us off, and then our whole day's spun off. So you got to speak I am into your life, those I am statements. I am loved, I am saved, I am needed, I am wanted, and just pump all of that into you that you possibly can. And the more that positivity, the more those I ams that you're pumping into you, it's going to come back out, and it's going to switch up the whole direction of the day. So what I want to encourage you to do today, look at how you're looking at yourself. Are you speaking positively about you? Are you looking at yourself the way that God looks at you, with purpose, with desire, with intentions to do great things? Or are you beating yourself down? Don't throw yourself off track. Don't let the enemy attack you and get you off your course. Stay on track. Learn to love yourself the way that God loves you. And with that, guys, if you need anything, just feel free to reach out to me. I love you.